as the old preachers say.
Going
live. Here we go. We welcome you once, we welcome you twice. We welcome you in the name of Jesus Christ to the Word and Conversation podcast. I am your host, Aris Manuel, along with the dude, John Morris, with us on today. Of course, he is the man behind the scenes. We have the Right Reverend. Reverend Bishop Lathan Lewis, or Cousin Lale, that's what Kennedy like to call him. We are joined today in this podcast by two of my children, right? The one and the two. The one and the two that's here on today, right? They're cool, too cool for school. I feel old even saying that. Like, too cool for school. Like, that's an old person statement right there. Yeah,
too cool for school.
That's what the old folks used to tell me. But now I'm saying it myself. But we are here tonight. Like I said, I told y'all on last week that we're doing a podcast. This is episode number 2, and I asked Kennedy and I asked Aiden to join us on tonight. Dude was like, "We're down for that. Let's talk to young people. Let's get involved. Let's get involved with the Word of God, or just a conversation with young folks also." So I talked about it on last week. I don't know if you know it. Did you look at my podcast last week? I'm your father. Did you support me? No. Oh man, on live TV.
Man,
I was live
talking about you too, man.
We were streaming.
Man,
what did we do last Tuesday? Did you go somewhere last Tuesday? We did something.
I think I had a camp.
You had a camp? Yeah. I'm about to say we did something on last week, and we went. And so you probably I was. Yeah, we were at the camp. What camp did we go to?
It was a small school. What was this school?
Where did we go? I can't remember.
HCC.
HCC was last week. Yeah. This year, you did 3. What's the other one? Oh, you did PV.
Yeah, I did PV, ACC, and what was the other one?
And SFA was last week.
Yeah.
SFA was So he did not watch. I supported him. I went to his camps, but he didn't come. He didn't watch. He didn't take the time to pull out his phone and watch his father.
Check us out.
And his godfather.
Yeah,
and his godfather podcast.
Two fathers
right there in front of your face. Bam, bam.
Man.
Nobody told me nothing.
And you missed it. Oh, you missed it. You not subscribed to our page? So those who are not watching, if you're not subscribed to our page, I think last time we checked, we was at 95 people. I don't know if y'all know that or not, but that's like huge, right? Like, we might be getting paid in a little bit for this podcast.
See, we trying to get up there some more, so we trying to see if Kennedy, did you hook us up? You put us out there?
Yes, I did.
All right then, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Talk to them young folk. Yeah.
My group chat.
Yeah, all right then.
Good. So you send it to your group chats, then we can get some more subscribers. They can come check y'all out. We're using y'all for your youth and for your followers. So bring followers.
I don't have any.
You don't have any followers? You got to get some followers so we can get them. But so we want to just to kind of start off, we get some background information. I know who these children are. I know what their lives are all about. And you know us. John and I have introduced ourselves. Dude and I, y'all know who we are. Y'all seen us on podcasts in the past. Just a heads up also before we jump down into it. Remember, next week we're going to have Pawpaw. We're going to have the pastor jump on the podcast. Tonight is about youth.
And so next week is the elders.
Not the elders, but like because Pawpaw's involved, it's like it's like the decrepit. No, I'm just joking. No. So we'll take another step on next week. We have like I said, with the seasoned saints. That's what we're called.
That's what we'll
do. The seasoned saints on next week.
So it's just
He said senior saints.
Seasoned.
Yeah, seasoned saints. But yeah, so just to start off, just to kind of get just kind of an icebreaker. I don't know if you can see right behind my head, there is a red little square right here. If you can't read it on the camera, that red square says Atascocita High School Humble Independent School District, and that is for Kennedy. I hit the mic. That's Kennedy and Thomas.
Yes.
Yeah.
See that?
Mama put that up there. So your diploma is being displayed in our home. You are the eldest. Well, how do you feel? How do you feel about that now that you have graduated?
Now that I have graduated, I feel like it's more things to do instead of being at school for 9 hours.
So you feel more free?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Did she say for 9 hours?
For 9 hours. She act like it's a work day.
Who counts the hours?
They count it.
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
school. It was so just. It was school.
It was just school. It wasn't even that.
You know how many things I could have been doing?
You just running around now.
I could have been at work all day making some money. You
Oh.
know,
Oh, my God.
I could make any money in 9 hours.
In 9 hours. You can't. That's a regular 9 to 5 is what they call it. So with that also, so now that you graduated, we're getting ready for college. We're excited. We need y'all to continue to like pray for Kennedy and uplift her.
Yes.
Because she's going to Fisk in Nashville. Boo, you excited? Like I said, we're gonna be honest.
No.
So we went up to Fisk to look at colleges. Trisha and I, we took Kennedy. We left Aiden behind on this trip. He was a little upset about it. But we went up to Fisk. We fell in love with Fisk and all that type of stuff. But Kennedy was she's a little worried about being away from home. And I don't think people think about that a lot. And I don't think Kennedy thought about that a lot either. Because, like, where did you apply?
We're going to have this conversation right now.
We're going to have it right now. I'm going to put you on the spot.
We applied to all the schools that's far.
What was that? I don't know if they can hear you in the mic.
We applied to all the schools that are far.
Right. So we applied. Kennedy applied one. She was serious about. I don't know what that was. That was so weird. Is there a rat in here? That'd be so weird. Oh, the dogs. That's right. We have dogs outside. But yeah, so we Kennedy wanted when we talked about going to school. Kennedy had jumped up and said, "I want to go to school. I want to go out of state. That's what I want to do." And we was like, "Cool, we want to support that." And so we went out of state and we checked out schools, and she liked some of them. But then we went to Fisk, and she got to stay overnight and got to see what it was actually about.
Really?
Yeah.
I wanted to cry that whole night. That night, I knew I did not want to go far. They left me on that campus by myself.
See, she keeps saying that we left her. She just stayed. Like we didn't leave her.
They left me.
What'd you say?
You're a crybaby.
She a crybaby. Don't do it. Not right now. Okay, cool. So she's getting ready for college. Pray for her about that. So I was start thinking about that. So now you're gonna be going to college. You're gonna be getting away from us. And so you've always, from birth, you've been in the church. And so, do you have plans to try to find a church up there? What do you have in mind? Like,
as far as finding a church up there, I would hold off on that, like, so I can get comfortable.
Okay.
In
that makes
Tennessee,
sense.
But y'all still stream church, so.
Oh, that's true.
I would still watch it.
And that, but now that you're there, now you have to leave comments and all that type of stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, so we'll know. Yeah, so now you gotta leave comments so we know that you're there. 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Bright and early.
Right.
But don't. If you're not there on live, don't it save on YouTube?
It does save on YouTube.
Yeah, there you go.
You can go back and check it out.
Yeah.
You can go check it out. So this question is gonna be for the both of y'all. I want y'all to think about this as we set this question up. When it comes to, so you guys have grown up in the house. Papa lives here. We're here. Mom and Dad is here. 7 of us in the house. G-Pop, Mimi are right around the corner. If y'all know G-Pop, that's dude named for kids game. He's G-Pop. But G-Pop is around the corner and Mimi. And so we're all going to church together, right? Each and every Sunday, you guys have grown up and going to church like that. So, but we've always tried to model a relationship with God. What does a relationship with God look like to you guys? You take it?
Go for it.
Go for it. You got the beard white on. Let's go.
Getting up in the morning, talking to him. Having a relationship is like getting up, talking to him, going to church, pray, read, everything that involves him.
Mm-hmm.
Always keep him in your mind. Do things that represent him, and that will always put a smile on his face.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That was actually pretty good. You practiced that?
No.
That was actually pretty good. That was actually
Nah,
pretty good.
I
Like I was like, you did that. You did it in your very white voice. Not like that.
This is my normal talking voice.
That's your normal talking voice. I feel that.
You're a hater.
Yeah, I can tell you. What about you, Will?
I feel like everybody has their own relationship. So like as you get as we grew up in church, but as you get older, it's your job to if you want to keep that relationship or not. But I say my relationship with God, I say, like Aiden said, praying just like continually. I think that's a word.
Continuing. We got just continuing
to model. How can I say this? Model the behaviors that He would want us to, just like living a life through God.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right. I know what you mean. Because I was young too. Dude, you were young. And we all know stories from Dude. So I was young. So I grew up I was kind of like y'all, right? Not even kind of like y'all. Cause y'all can.
No. Y'all went to church every day. We still got a little bit in between, a little freedom.
Yeah.
Y'all was going.
Yeah, we were going. Yeah, we were going to church every day. But y'all still came up kind of like me. Like y'all were in the church. Like if no other kids were in the church, y'all were gonna be there. Mm-hmm. Same way. I didn't even expect that to really happen. You know, Papa was the preacher, and I was a preacher kid, and then my children were just gonna be kids, and y'all ended up being preacher kids also. Right. So we always go. So whenever I grew up, with my relationship, I kind of had that. Even though Granny and Papa were pastor wife, pastor and first lady and stuff like that, I was kind of the same way. I had my own relationship, and so I was a late bloomer when it came to. Even though I knew God, I was a late bloomer. So I talk to people and I always just encourage people to continue to develop their relationship and just kind of try to stay close to God. Don't let them get too far. Because He's not moving. Mm-hmm. We move and we go in a different direction. So you try to stay as close as you can, but we understand that like you're young and we're dealing with temptations, right. and we're not always there. My parents weren't always there. Dude parents, Granny wasn't always there. Grandma wasn't always there. And so when I was growing up, when I would go out with friends and like we would do some turn up type stuff, and we'll be out, and it would get to a point to where like if something was happening, I would kind of back up and be like, you know what, like God, I don't think God would be happy with me on that one. I don't know have y'all ever felt that way?
I be thinking, if I do this, what's gonna happen later?
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about you? You ever had that, man?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Sometimes. Do you give in?
Nah. I don't be going nowhere though. So I just like if it's something somewhere that happens, most of the time I'm with the right people.
Okay.
So we just be like, nah, that's not me.
Yeah.
Well, for me, because I'm always in that situation. For me, I feel like if you, the way your mindset is, or like even when how our parents raised us. Mm-hmm. So like if they doing something I think about, I'll be like, what's gonna happen? Mm-hmm. Like you got to think about the outcome and everything. So then I'll just be like, nah, it's okay. Mm-hmm. That's how I think.
Good. So one of the most important things you all have already grasped a hold to, and that is knowing. We know people say right from wrong, but you know whether God is going to smile on it or not. And so you got the gist of that. That is very important. Very first thing is that us as Christians, us growing up as, from kids, that was one of the things when you grabbed a hold of that, even though you didn't do right all the time, you really got it in a nutshell. Okay, that ain't cool. Just like you say, what's going to happen after that? And trust me, don't be afraid to keep doing what you're doing. When it ain't right, back up. Some people going to be like, oh, you're scared. You already know how this, this like. They're already telling y'all that. But at the same time, keep doing what you're doing. After a while, somebody's gonna come to you and they're gonna be like, "Girl, we should have left when you left, bro. You left at the right time." Those are the kind. Then they're gonna ask you, why you don't get down with us like that? And when you explain to them, it just cut and dry, simple. I don't think God appreciate that. After a while, they're gonna want to know what kind of relationship that is you have. You still cool, you still who you are, but at the same time, you got a relationship with God to where, now God wouldn't smile on that. It don't take anything from your life. It don't make you no less than a person or anything. But just like you say, you put a smile on God's face. Trust me, when you be like, "Nah, I'm good," yeah, he's smiling down on you.
Like real talk, like, and G-Pop is right that because Kennedy started asking about when we was having a discussion about college. We was in the room where she was like, "What am I supposed to do in this scenario and that scenario?" And so, like G-Pop said, like y'all have that like in y'all to know what decisions to make and which ones like not to make, and what places to go and where not to go. Because we won't be there with you always. We can't watch over y'all always. We like to, but that's not the case. And so y'all have to make that choice, and that's just the way it is. And I'm glad that you at least say that I feel when I'm supposed to, when like I'm supposed to do something that makes him smile. I'm supposed to do something that, and that's another thing. So what you're feeling is you're feeling conviction, which is good to have, because there's so many people that's going around that don't even feel conviction. You got them friends that just do whatever. Yeah. I think we all get those friends that just do whatever. Do y'all spend a lot of time with those friends? No. Kenny says yes. And it's like that. Like so Kennedy and I have the same type of personality. Like, we're outgoing. People know us. We're gonna be in the mix, and so I can see why that happens. I'm not always, because Mom was different. Mom friends were all, they thought like Mom. Right. They all deltas and they all think alike, and they all they nice and stuff like that. But and so her group was small, like kind of like yours. Yours is like super small, and so you like, okay, I don't go nowhere, and that's good. They put you in a good spot. But then it's folks like Boo and I, and
because I'm gonna be anywhere. Oh, can I go?
But yeah, so we gotta be mindful of like those crowds that we keep, and understand that if those individuals gonna make their choice, they can make their choice. That's what they're gonna do. Another question I wanted to ask, I think I asked you on the started asking on the stairs. So if someone was to come and ask you, so you going out to college, you might influence somebody one day. Like, you go to church, whatever it gets me. And somebody, because you were talking about doing a Bible study. I brought that up. You were talking about doing a Bible study. So that means like somebody might come at you, ask you, do you believe in God? And the answer would be yes, right? The nice, easy answer. But what would you tell them, like, if they told you, like, if they ask you, like, why do you believe in God, though? Like, just to be honest, like, have you ever thought about that? Like, if somebody, because I asked that question because those situations and those scenarios have come up in my life, and I think dude has probably felt the same way, also experienced that also, to where somebody come and ask you, like, you ever thought about why you believe in God? Is it because me and Mom believe in God?
No, I mean, it's a part of it. It's a part of our relationship, because we are young now, but we also grew up in church. So as we got older, we had a chance to develop. Y'all gave us a chance to freely develop that relationship. I feel like without forcing it on us. Like, yes, we still go to church and everything, but some preachers' kids going to church every day, and church camps, and y'all don't like force it on us. So y'all let us have our own relationship.
What about you?
I never thought of that question.
You never thought about it? I know it's crazy. I had a scenario where somebody did that and got me on the spot too. So I started like preparing, like, why do you believe in God? And you'd be like, because I was born to. Like, but why though? It's like, because my dad was a pastor. Yeah. But why though? Because I was in church all the time. Why not think about God? Why not believe in Him? And so we've been talking, and so but you all, so we read the Bible. We have some dude was the Sunday school teacher for when they were little, so they've read the Bible and done their Bible drills and Kennedy's the Bible drill champion.
Helped.
Look, that was gonna be my question.
What's that?
Sunday school. What do y'all remember most about Sunday school and like the little programs you guys do? I know we used to do the books of the Bible.
Books of the Bible. I wish I had a video. I would show it.
I remember
Aiden singing.
We did vacation Bible school. We used to go and sing in the children's choir.
Yeah.
We used to go in the front and do the Bible drill.
Mm-hmm.
We used to make up little dances to the church song.
Oh, that's so good.
You remember we had the little swag shirt?
Oh, yeah.
Soul winners anointed by God.
You remember that?
Oh, you remember that for real?
Yes, I remember that.
So that's so good.
I don't remember what it stands for.
And me neither. I just remember it was swag.
Soul winners anointed by God. I remember that.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And we
So,
used to have programs and stuff.
yeah, do you think those things helped out?
Yeah, for the most part.
For the most part?
So
We just not sitting and just listening. Like
Right.
we having our own interactions and learning about him in a way that we can.
Okay.
So, dude, who won the Bible drills all the time?
Stanford and Kennedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stanford and Kennedy. They were back and forth.
So, doing the Bible drill, did that help y'all like remember books of the Bible where they are? You know what I'm saying? Like Old Testament, New Testament.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Because now y'all just look at it on your phone.
Yes.
I know a little bit.
You know a little bit?
I think I don't know the whole thing memorized.
It helped us remember some scriptures. Like
I'm about to move this mic.
little
Let's
scriptures.
see what you got.
Like the whole from start.
From the start, what you got from the start?
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, 1 King, 2 King, 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles,
Ezra,
Nehemiah,
Job.
Job.
John? Is it John?
Nah, you asked New Testament.
Yeah.
Job.
We got later Job.
No, I don't know.
That's pretty good. Like,
That's really good. Real.
I haven't tested them we haven't tested them on Bible, on the books of the Bible in a while. Y'all held on to that. Y'all making me so proud tonight. Like, because like Kennedy said earlier, it's not a jug at Pastor Manuel or anything like that. Just the church that we grew up in, like it was in that nature that it forced us to believe in God and it forced us to develop a relationship with God. It was like the time was now and we had to do it. All of my like aunts and uncles, grandparents, all that type of stuff were like adamant about having a relationship with God and having a relationship with God right now. And it felt like, so when I developed a relationship, it felt forced. And so it took a long time for me to figure out that it wasn't going to be the same as Pawpaw's. Because I figured mine was going to look like Pawpaw's. And so I said, I'm proud right now because that's what I wanted for you guys. Like I wanted you guys to develop that relationship, to watch Mom and I have our relationship with God. And for us to figure it out. Because you two are the oldest two. So y'all got, I don't think y'all realize, like, y'all got to see everything. Y'all was too young to remember it. Y'all got to see us develop a relationship with God. We got together, we were some heathens. Just downright, just heathens. I'm be honest with you. We were some heathens. Right? And so we were two young folks just, loving each other. Young folks loving each other. And so we just wanted to be together, right? We just wanted to be together. And then we had children. And we were trying to figure out how to be together and have children. And so we then started trying to figure it out. And so to hear that you said that we let y'all kind of figure it out on your own, that was a goal and that was a plan. Mama had some few other things in mind. And so we implemented some things then and there. But that was like the goal the whole time, to kind of get you guys to figure it out for yourself. Because when you figure it out on your own, your relationship gets a little better than somebody telling you how to do it. Because I can push all day long, but if that's not what speaks to you, then that doesn't work. Because I thought it was cool that you wanted to do the Bible study. What was on your mind when that came about? Like, what set up that
that moment to where you were supposed to be doing Bible study? Because you just came in and just said it like it was matter of fact. But then on top of that, when it got canceled, you got kind of sad about that, which I was also proud about also. So what happened? Like, how did it start?
Everything starts on TikTok.
Oh really? You didn't tell me that part.
Yeah, but I was watching TikTok one day, and like I just got like a whole. I had like a whole minute of just a whole bunch of gospel TikToks and stuff.
Okay.
So I was like, okay. So for a few days, I read 20 minutes before I went to sleep.
Okay.
And then I would take a picture of what I read, and I would just have them, and I would make a note in my notes app about what I read and what I thought it meant. So one day I was just like, I don't know if I'm seeing this right. Like I don't know if I'm interpreting this right. So one day I posted on my Instagram. I was like, does anybody want to have a Bible study? And so a couple of my friends slid up on my story. They was like, yeah, let's do it. Why not?
Okay.
So I got all their numbers, made a group chat, and was trying to find a spot to do the Bible study and find a topic, because I didn't want it to be about one thing the whole time. Okay. So I was gonna try to like break it up into multiple things, and then people end up saying that they had a lot going on. Mm-hmm. So I didn't do it, and then I haven't been consistent with it as I was back then, but I do go back and look at it and go, I still think the same. So I might be looking at it right. Okay.
Cool. You need to have a boo. You need to. You want to do Bible study? You want to do Bible study here? I'm put you on. You on live, so I can get you. I can put you. I
wouldn't think that idea was for me. I mean,
but no, that's
kudos to you. Like I like that idea.
That is pretty cool. I didn't know it started on TikTok. So what I need to do, I need your TikTok password, and then I'm just gonna go to all the gospel, and let your algorithm be all gospel songs.
Y'all want TikTok to be so bad.
I didn't want. No. Y'all make it look bad. It's not what I do. Y'all make it look bad. Dude, you seen them with all this TikTok? Because they do all the dances and all. What's that new one y'all be doing? Y'all be going down and be like this? I didn't even play the song.
What is that?
There's no music. There's absolutely no music going on. They just knew what the moves were. That is so amazing.
I guess I'm too old because I don't know nothing about TikTok. I guess look, because the only time we know about TikTok is when we come around here and you doing them little video things, right?
That's it.
Yeah,
Jeff and all them.
Yeah. Jeff on TikTok, he been doing
They're hilarious.
Yeah,
they're hilarious.
But that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And the thing about it, when you say you getting your own relationship with God, you're doing an amazing job already. Believe it or not. Tell you something I do, and we kind of give y'all a little bit more freedom because we don't want you to feel forced into it, and then later on because us growing up, it wasn't bad the way we was brought up,
right?
Because trust me, I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for some of the stuff that I was told to do. But you learn, you sit back and you watch and you learn and you listen to what was said and what was prayed and what was taught. So with that, I put it to work in my life, and then at the same time, a lot of things that the generation under Mother Simpson, under Pawpaw, as we came along, we kind of like not so much as changed the game, changed the way things were done, but kept the same God. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Never changed, never took God from where he is, but kind of broke it down to the point, hey, We just kind of keep the word in it, keep God where he is, but then let's not pressure them too bad to where soon as they get old enough, they pew, gone. Because that's kind of how we was. And a lot of us didn't make it. So that's why we kind of allowed you guys to do what you're doing. And we always told you guys, always, you got a question about something, ask your question. Ask your question. When you don't understand it, ask your question.
Yeah, that's what.
And it's very important for you to ask your question. And that's going to help you get your own relationship with God. Pastor, I don't know how long ago this was, but he said, give God 15 minutes of your time every day. And really the only time I have to do it is early in the morning. So that means I have to get up earlier. And before I do anything else, I give him the 15 minutes. I'm reading, I'm praying, I got my time on my phone. And before I can cut the news, cut the news on, listen to it. That time I got to go off. I got to say amen before I can do anything else. And I mean, God has really blessed my life. And I don't know how long ago that's been, but I have been doing it ever since. And so when you start your day off like that, just like you said, start your day off like that, you are opening up the doors. God come on in and direct me, protect me, cover me, and all that. That's what you're allowing him to do. But you got to get that relationship with it.
Yeah, that's so good that you were saying that. That is like your own relationship, and like and to Aiden's point, also as Aiden was talking about doing the Bible study and taking that time out, like it's your own thing. It's your own way of going about it, and it doesn't. I can't tell you that it looks a particular way. I said that before. It doesn't form the way everybody else's does, and it looks and feels different. It doesn't take much, which is fascinating, and like the wonderful thing about a relationship with Jesus is that I tried to make it tried to give the whole speaking in tongue thing, the shabbat, I was gonna give it, I wanted all of that, I wanted it to be we got some saints that's watching right now that's they some good ones. You talk to Jacob, Jacob don't do speaking tongue, but I look at Jacob and Jacob be talking and his relationship and his evangelism and all the things that he was doing.
He definitely makes you want to question your actions.
Right. Yes. He does that, and here it is. Right, because he'll do that, and he probably watch it later and say something. But I'll read for 15 minutes, and then he'll come back and he'll say something, and I'll be like, I don't think 15 minutes was enough. I should have, because I'll be like, I read 15 minutes, but then Jacob
I read for 2 hours. So
my boy will he'll go into the night praying and all that stuff, and that's so fantastic. But he'll let you know also that's his relationship.
Right.
That's what God wants him to do.
Exactly.
And so that's what he'll do. And when it comes up, I'm sorry, I keep looking at the right reverend, and so as I'm looking at him, he's like, "Look at the camera. Don't look at me. Look at the camera." And I keep doing it because I'm just talking. And so I'm like, "You right?" I'm looking at him right, and he's like, "Look at the camera. Stop talking to me. Look at the camera." But yeah, so it's gonna look different. And so when you go off school, you got to you're gonna figure that out, and do the things that you need to do. But another thing you said, you was asking that question where maybe you said you were reading the scripture, you wanted to know. You want to know what it meant. And so continue to ask that question, because there's a lot of scriptures that you want to, because what's happening, a lot of people interpret something totally different. You'll find out that people will read. So, for example, when I was younger, I knew, John, you could probably tell me the same thing. Like I said, we grew up in a different church. That, not going to church wasn't going to get you to heaven. If you sipped liquor, wine, anything like that, you were alcoholic, right? And so it was we were coming back to repent after a little bit of everything. Oh yeah, it was everything. Oh yeah. I always joke around my grandma. I missed Bible study to go to let everybody know
I missed Bible study to go to a band trip. Aiden is a band also. Follow me along. He's not as good as I am, but he's better than me in football, so I'm gonna give him that. And I missed Bible study to go on a band trip and like a band concert or something like that. And she was like,
God don't get you.
Yeah. She was like, I hope the Lord don't get you while you out. I say, man, I'm just going to a band trip. It's not even no words, no cussing, and I'm playing music. But yeah, no, it was different. And so everybody, like, you can get a bunch of these different interpretations. And so ask those questions. I'm glad you felt that way. I don't want you to be discouraged to ever ask those questions. Like YouTube will be like, once you start like reading a whole lot more, if you want to know something, and we're not gonna make it uncomfortable. I will make it uncomfortable. I'm lying. I'll be super proud, and so I will make it uncomfortable.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
reading.
Yeah. Like y'all don't think y'all realize how happy I am that y'all know these books of the Bible, and y'all said some of the stuff that y'all said tonight. Like I've done my job.
You gonna go in there and cry in the shower?
I might in the shower. Like as soon as we say cut, I might cry tonight. I might cry right now.
Oh, man.
But no, So those things you develop your own relationship. But anything else that y'all want? Like I wanted to just kind of touch bases and kind of talk to you guys. I wanted to give a different perspective for just kind of the mindset, because we could talk all the time, and I knew it was something different. And I wish I had this like opportunity when I was younger to kind of voice my opinion about things and say what I want to say. That somebody can kind of clarify it for me. Am I thinking too much? Am I thinking too hard? Am I saying too much? Am I not doing this right? What does this mean? What does that mean? And so we want to kind of get you guys' perspective, because you guys are young, and I think there's a lot of young folks out there that I don't know if y'all pay attention, but like it's some like y'all groups, they look at y'all and they follow what y'all do. You think that? Maybe? Yeah. Your friends look to y'all are all weird, but your friends look to you. But Kennedy, like especially, because Kennedy marches to her own drum, which is fantastic, and so she'll do and she'll go. But I think a lot of them they look at you and they look at the lifestyle. And look at how you live, and even though you're young and you have a blast every day, my child has a blast. Life is good for my child.
I graduated high school, y'all. I seen this quote on Instagram that said, "I haven't had a bad day since I graduated."
Oh wow!
And I felt that one.
You felt that?
Look, hey, you felt that one too. When you at work and you want to be off and
no, as long as the money is being made.
Yeah. That's right. She's trying to get it. She's trying to get it. But now that's good. But yeah, so people are all looking at y'all. From my perspective, it seems like people will be looking at y'all. So y'all are influenced. And so if y'all have any questions in regards to like the Bible, if y'all have any just right or wrong questions, like what do I do in this scenario? I know Kennedy don't care. Like my boo she's gonna ask questions like, Dad, what is this? What is this? We don't encourage you like, hey, ask the questions, because my dude he gonna just figure it out. But I am glad to hear about like all the things that y'all are doing. I was the same way like when I was younger. I'll say this before we get up out of here. Is that I used to sleep do y'all still do this? Just think about it. Do y'all put if y'all have a nightmare or y'all have a bad time, y'all Bible in the pillow? Yeah. See, look at that. So that junk is that is what we like to call in the business FYE. It is fire. Works every time.
If you got a nightmare, you just place that Bible under the pillow and close your eyes.
And close your eyes. You go right to sleep.
You good.
Mm-hmm.
That junk will work.
I got a Bible on my dresser right now. Right now.
Oh my God.
Wait, who still have their Bible?
I still have
mine.
Oh, good.
I still have mine. It's upstairs.
Okay.
I don't know if I got mine.
Which one you have?
Yours probably still in the church.
Probably. I think I have yours.
Oh yeah. Oh, you have mine.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is crazy because Jacob left his over here and I stole his. Yeah. Mama bought me one, and so Mama bought me another one, and then Jacob left his over here, and I kept telling him to come get it.
Yeah,
he was like,
"That was sitting in the office."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he was like, "I'm gonna come get it." I was like, "Okay." And I kept waiting for him. And then one day I opened it up. I was like, "Oh, this is a good Bible. It break down notes and everything." And so, Jacob, if you're watching this, I have your Bible. It might be my Bible now.
Yeah, that's your Bible.
It's been how long since he left that Bible over here?
I know, right? It has been a while. But, well, yeah. Thank y'all for joining us on tonight. We wanted to do one with the young boy, and y'all volunteered. I asked and y'all said yes. It was no hassle or anything like that. I asked Aiden, he said sure. I asked Kennedy, she was like, just let me know what day, so I won't be at work, and we'll get it done. And we got it done. Bob and all, dreads and all, love and all, it all worked. Cool.
Bob.
We made it. Thank y'all for joining us. It was fun. Thank y'all for joining us on tonight. Thank y'all for joining the podcast. Like I said, this is a conversation. This is a word of conversation. So we want to get the real life scenario, real life situations. Again, on next week, we're going to have a deep talk next week. Because we're going to be talking to Pastor Emmanuel. He's going to be talking. He'll be talking. I'm going to ask one question, and for about 30 minutes, he's going to talk. He don't even know yet. He's going to try not to, and then he's just going to go off. We're going to talk about this word. We're going to talk about relationship. We're going to talk about the gospel. We're going to talk about the Bible. We're going to talk about him being old. All that. We're going to talk about all that stuff. It's going to be so good on next week. Hopefully, it's going to match that same energy that we had on tonight. So thank y'all. You guys are fantastic. Love y'all. Y'all are these are my 1 and 2. Yeah. Y'all are the best. Continue to pray for them. Like I said, as they're growing up, Kennedy going to college in a couple of months. Aiden is doing big and better things in school and in his life, so we're glad about that. Dude.
Just want to encourage and remind everyone, look, everything that we're doing with these podcasts we're doing them to enrich your relationship with God. Things that, pretty much, I'm not going to say haven't been done before, but as you see, we're sitting down with the kids, getting their view of things and how life was for them growing up in church. Next week, like we'll be doing with the seasoned saints, and we're gonna be going in depth about some things. And then the last one is we're talking about that good old married love life.
That good old marriage love life. That's gonna be good. Y'all watch out.
That's you and me and Mama.
Yeah, the Manuels and the Moors. Yeah, that's gonna be a good
one. M&M, we're gonna be rolling in. So. We trying to cover a lot of things that have to do with life in church and life. What is it? God, family, community. Yeah,
all in that order.
Right.
May the Lord watch between
me and thee
while we're absent.
One from another.
We'll see you later.
Amen.
Bye. See y'all don't know that. We
do know that.
We got to teach them.